A ruling by the Supreme Court made on the second to last day of its term will have major implications for Planned Parenthood.
The court ruled for South Carolina yesterday in its effort to defund the reproductive health care group, concluding Medicaid patients cannot sue the state over its attempt to deny Planned Parenthood Medicaid funding. The ruling was along ideological lines, with all 6 conservative justices backing the decision and the 3 liberal judges opposing it.
Let's bring in senior Supreme Court reporter Lawrence Hurley and NBC News legal analyst Danny Ceballos to break this all down for us. Lawrence, start with you. What more can you just tell us about the court's ruling here?
I mean, the bottom line here is that this is a big win for the state in its attempt to defund Planned Parenthood. One thing to note here is that this isn't really about abortion, because Medicaid already doesn't provide abortion care as part of the program that is administered by the states. But this is about South Carolina not wanting Planned Parenthood to be able to provide any care under Medicaid, including, cancer screenings and pregnancy testing and things like that. And so this allows them to do that by saying that an individual patient who maybe likes Planned Parenthood and receives Medicaid and wants to continue receiving treatment through Planned Parenthood has no ability to go into court and say, I want to vindicate my rights. And the liberal justices in dissent, led by Ketanji Brown Jackson, said that, this is part of a long line of cases where the Supreme Court has curtailed civil rights. And so they kind of cast this in a much broader sense, which is in line with other dissents that they've had in cases recently. So that's the kind of summary of what the court did.
Danny, as is often the case with the Supreme Court, a decision here doesn't just necessarily impact the state with which this particular suit was brought. What does this mean for other states?
It means that other states now can exclude Planned Parenthood from Medicaid funding. And really what it also means is that they can do so and feel pretty confident that at least plaintiffs, including individuals who want that health care, cannot challenge them in the way that these plaintiffs did, because what the court concluded is that you cannot sue as an individual under a statute called Section 1983. I use this statute fairly often. It's the statute you use when you sue when a client gets physically abused by police or wrongfully imprisoned. But what the statute requires is that there is a clear right created by the law. And what the court concluded is that under this law, by which the federal government gives funding to states for Medicaid, an individual plaintiff and Planned Parenthood simply don't have standing to bring the lawsuit in the first place. They don't have an interest. They don't have a right to sue under this federal statute.
So, Lawrence, the court is set to finish up its term today. We are still waiting on a few decisions in major cases.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.